And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
Yeah, and it can be deflating when you leave all those points at the line. But it generally is a make or miss lead.
When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Brown. Down low. And Carroll. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Screen by Gordon. And here's Curry for three. And the Nets, another three.
3 point. Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Offensive rebound. Curry surveys. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the Nets, another three.
Oh, that's one fluid motion. Curry's shot is a thing of beauty.
And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
And there's another one for Brooklyn.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, he picked him clean. Curry with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. To the middle. Shot is good by Gordon.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Mitchell. Inside. Here's... Oh, he backs it down!
That is incredible. Well, you know, Gobert doesn't usually show off much, but that was special.
Here's Simon. Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Mitchell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
And the basket by Curry.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Curry drives in. Pass to Gordon. Here's Simons. No good on the three. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Brown in the high post. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Simons with a steal. Outside Curry. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Yeah, and mid-range Jays are no problem for Curry. defenders can forget about his confidence from there, too.
Here's Brown, and he makes it.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
But if it goes. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Nets up by 12. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Back to Curry. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, this is why you involve Valanciunas in screen and rolls, because he's adept at capitalizing on them.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Oh, wow! Look out!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Curry, and the Nets tack on 2 more.
Yeah, another day, another virtuoso performance from Curry. It never ends.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Gillespie. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Robinson. To the inside. Allen outside. From behind the arc. The rebound by the Nets. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you guys.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Allen on the wing. Launches a 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The 3 from Curry. Rebounded by Champagnie. Bulls trail by 17. Rejected by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas may not have the quickest feet, but he uses his size well to block and deter shot attempts.
That one's good for 2. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game. Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Screen by Gordon. Here's Simons. Pass to Valanciunas. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Gillespie. And the 3 off target. Nets leading by 17. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A minute 35 left in the first half. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Back to Brown. Fader on the way. Washington grabs the miss. Bledsoe outside. And here's Beasley. Offline with a 3. 59 seconds left to play in the half. Over to the wing. Banchero in the post. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Bledsoe, and he drops it in from the low post. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points.
Explosive off the bounce. Bledsoe showing he can also beat you with finesse.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Gillespie. Banchero the screen. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Washington. And here's Bledsoe. And it's in there. Bledsoe's gotten 4 this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Brooklyn out in front, running away with this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. To the paint. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Outside Curry. Simons outside to the middle. Here's Vucevic. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. The Bulls trail by 21. Right side Brown. Up and over Gordon. Brown can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. And the Bulls with one playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find a path back to relevance?
Outside Curry. Over Mitchell. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Allen outside. And here's Brown for 3. Drains the triple. Brown's got 5 points.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Simons has the open look. That shot off.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make 3s. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Banchero outside. This one for 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Washington a screen.
2 minutes remaining.
Plenty of space. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Outside Robinson. The shot. And again, no good by Chicago. Nets leading by 19. Bledsoe for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Out to the wing. Pass to Huff. That one drops for him. Huff's got his second basket of the game.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Now here's Pajemski. Robinson defending. Lets it fly. The putback. Outside Pajemski. Valanciunas sets a screen. From the arc. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Good on the shot.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Outside Pajemski. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, he's really off. He needs to stop forcing things and move that ball.
Bledsoe with it. And there it is for him. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
Proving it's about heart, not size. Bledsoe gets 2 down low.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Banchero. And so it's Brooklyn, leading by 17 at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense.
The Nets, 39.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Screen by Gordon. Down low. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, he's an above-the-rim athlete. Gordon on the attack.
Here's Gillespie. Pass to Brown. Takes the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Nets leading by 19. Now Curry. Simons outside. Back to Curry. Now here's Vucevic. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Pass to Gillespie. Inside. Here's Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you know, Gobert is only going to shoot it when he gets a high percentage look like that.
Outside Curry. 20 feet out. And it's Chicago with a board. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Here's Brown. Simons with a rebound.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Up top Curry. Over Allen. Nice jump shot. And that's 20 points for Stephen Curry.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Bulls trail by 19. Pass to Gobert. Vucevic with a steal. Outside Curry. High arcing shot. And the shot goes down. Curry's got 4 points this quarter. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Picked by Vucevic. Fires from the wing. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Banchero outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Brown. Back to Allen. Jacks up a 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Nets leading by 23. A minute 39 left in the fourth. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him. Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the long J.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Pass to Gillespie. For 3, Robinson. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Now here's Curry. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised.